Before you use your Blackstone Griddle for the very first time, make sure you season it properly. This gives your griddle a nice stick-resistant coating, and it's going to prevent it from scratching as you're cooking. Also, when we're seasoning this, we're adding a coat of oil that brings more flavor to every meal. In this video, we're going to share with you our favorite method for seasoning a Blackstone Griddle. The first thing you'll need is one of these griddle cleaning bricks. Take a look at the link in the description if you'd like to purchase one. Go ahead and gently scrub every inch of the surface. This will help remove any bumps, giving it a nice, smooth surface. Once you're done with that, then you're going to wipe it clean with some soapy water. This will be the only time that you want to clean your griddle surface with soap, unless of course you're reseasoning it. After you've wiped it down once, get some new water to make sure you get all of that off. Now we're going to turn on our griddle on high heat and make sure that every last bit of water is dried up. So we give it a couple minutes until it is completely dry, and as you can see here, it's starting to change colors. At this step, I like to use the Blackstone Griddle Seasoning and Cast Iron Conditioner. It is a nice blend of oils that works perfectly for this. So what you want to do is drop a couple tablespoons on your hot surface and then take a paper towel to spread it around. And make sure you spread it all over. Careful, the surface is very hot and there will be steam, so ideally I should be using some gloves or some longer tongs. But at the time of recording this, this is what I had on hand. One helpful tip, make sure you use quality paper towels that won't leave lint as you're spreading them on the surface. You want to make sure you spread this all over, getting every surface of the cast iron griddle. Make sure you get the sides, the top edges, and on the outside as well, like you see here. If you see any oil pooling or puddling anywhere, make sure you just spread it around with a paper towel. Once again, making sure we cover every inch of the cooktop surface. Make sure that it's covered all over. As you can see, it's going to start smoking. Now we wait about 5 or 6 minutes until the smoke starts winding down. Once the smoke has started dying down, we're going to repeat the process. Again, take a few tablespoons, drop it on the surface, and spread it around, making sure you get every inch. And as you can see, it's getting darker and darker, spreading closer and closer to the edges. Now we repeat the process again a third time. You may notice that it doesn't get dark all the way around the edges of the cooking surface. That's okay. The more you use your griddle, the darker it'll get, and you will eventually earn your edges. For our next step, now we're going to take a whole bag of onions and we're going to put them on the cooktop. We're going to turn the heat down to a medium heat rather than high. We want this to go a little bit slower, and we're going to caramelize these onions. So we spread a little bit of olive oil on the onions and then let them cook on the cooktop. After a while, we take them and we spread them to the edges just to make sure that we're getting it all over the cooktop. Now the sulfur in the onions is what helps polymerize the oil to the cast iron. Honestly, in this process, I probably could have used even twice as many onions, but you can use as many as you'd like. Don't rush this process. Just let them caramelize so that sulfur will do its thing. And that's it. Now it's time to clean up. Once I've removed all the onions, I just take a quick paper towel and wipe it down. I'm not trying to get all of the oil out, I'm just trying to make sure I get all of the chunks of onion off the cooktop. This is by no means the only way of doing it, this is just a method that we have found that works well for us. If you have another method that works well, please leave a comment. I would love to see what others are doing out there. I hope this was helpful, and enjoy your griddle.